Hello, my name is Jonna Adams, and today we are going to talk about Abraham Maslow's humanistic approach to psychotherapy. The scenario we are going to conquer today is a fellow colleague came to me asking my advice on whether or not a student in her care needed a behavior modification plan. She stated the child was not excelling in school, behind in grades, and an overall lack of interest in anything school related. Upon further investigation, it was found out that the child's basic needs were not being met. The child was not having a proper breakfast, and her sleep schedule was not ideal. The first thing that we did was establish the physiological approach, and we established that there were definitely concerns. After addressing these concerns, we then began to address the safety of the matter. As for safety, there was nothing particularly wrong with the child's home life other than no consistency and an unorthodox schedule. We decided the best thing to do would to be establish safety in the school. So what we did was, first thing when the child came in, the child received a good breakfast. After receiving breakfast, we then let the child take a 2-hour nap to get a chance to catch up on missing sleep and start the day fresh. After these needs were met, we then began to move on to the social factor. As the child's needs had not been getting met, she had no interest in growing relationships with other children and was not very social. We addressed this by putting the child in social groups and building community skills. We then began to tackle the child's self-esteem. The self-esteem issue was very strong due to the fact that the child was not excelling in school and was very behind. She gained an idea that she was not worth it and did not have the capability to thrive. Due to this mindset, she also gave up. We established basic needs as previously mentioned, and then we helped work on building her self-esteem. We built up self-esteem by showing her time and time again that she could do it. It was a matter of fate. This was not fate versus free will, as the child did not choose this. This was beyond her capabilities of fixing. This was a result of parental direction, and as a child, you have no leeway on that. You are at the mercy of your parents. So after we dealt with the self-esteem issue, we built up her confidence. Then she came to self-actualization. After she realized that she indeed could thrive and she could catch up with the other students and she had just as much opportunity as any of the other students and was just as smart and capable, she began to excel. Abraham Maslow's approach is so imperative today because if a child does not have his or her basic needs met, you cannot expect them to care about school or anything else. In this case, a behavior modification plan was not needed nor utilized, as Maslow's approach was more than sufficient.